My EcoSolvent tank went out. My EcoSolvent printer went out, so it's no longer no good use to me. So I'm taking out all my ink, and this is a long process, but it is very much so doable. I wish I had started recording from the beginning because I was just playing around trying to figure out how to get the ink out here because I was like, I didn't want to waste any ink. Once I get rid of the printer shell, I mean, I didn't want to waste any ink. I need to put some gloves on. But right now I'm trying to get the ink out. You mess up and put the regular ink in these printers, you can easily take the ink out because I mean once you put them into the tape, there's a line that you can suck the ink out of. As you can see, the workings of this printer. These are these lines and the cartridges, and the lines go directly to Incotape. So what I was doing, and I don't know if you can see, I need to get some light. Hold on, a lot better. So as you can see, I moved this yellow line because I want to get the yellow out of the actual tank. And I've been pulling it by syringe out of the tank right here. There is a line. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me see. So as you can see, what happened was the waste tank back here, it filled up. So I did a little TikTok where I tried to wash my my little waste things, and they didn't work out so well. So I just ordered another off Amazon. So I ordered off Amazon. When I got ready to do it, it was what happened was after I removed it and replaced it, I got to try to figure out how to do, get the little what it was going on, came off of the little saying about that my pads were needing service and something that needed to be repaired. Well, after calling Epson and spending time with this chick on the phone who I mean, she made it clear, but I was just like, whatever. So my warranty, I didn't want any type of warranty services. I just wanted to know how to reset my thing. But she told me because my warranty on the printer had already expired, I couldn't do it because I've had this printer for over a year and a half, maybe 2 years almost. And so with that being said, I was like, well, can I get a key? She said there's no way to get a key unless I take it to a service provider. The nearest service provider for me was in North Carolina, somewhere in Raleigh, North Carolina. No, ain't nobody doing all that. Ain't nobody going through all that. So I just got on Amazon and said, hell with it. I need a new printer. They had some on Amazon, the same size, the 2720 or the newer model, the 28,000. Had those on for like one. I just want, like what they said was a reset code. So when I got online and started researching something about research code, they were telling me that I had to pay like $8 or something for a reset code to unlock this thing so I can print, and it would only print up to 80%, instead of 100%. So it only lasts 8%. So the way I print stuff out, it would go, it could go whenever. It was only temporary. So I said, forget it. I'm going to go ahead and get me a large format printer. So I went ahead and invested in me a large format printer, EcoSolvent tank. I just got the 85,000, I think it was, which allows me to print up to 13 by 19, which is wonderful. So that's printing sublimation up to 13 by 19, or I can take that printer and turn it into a DTF. So I went ahead and got it, and I'm going to think about it, see which one I want to do. Either go sublimation ways or either go DTF so I can start offering that. I don't know which one I want to do better because I do, and I already have a small DTF. So what I would do is take it and empty it out and go through trying emptying and cleaning that one and turn that into a sublimation printer and just use that as a sublimation printer, which is the 2800, I think it is. Yeah, 2800 on that one. So that's a new one. So that's what I would do. Yeah, with Epson. Yeah, this is an Epson. This is my emptying the tank out of my EcoSolvent printer because this right here went bad. Ordered another off Amazon and it didn't work because I went through a whole bunch of trouble and come to find out that it have to have some kind of reset code. Epson won't give you a reset code if you use some type in any other ink than Epson or if the warranty is expired. And I did not have an extended warranty on it, which now I know that even if you put some kind of other ink besides Epson in there, it's gonna mess up the warranty. So what I did is I've been pulling out the ink. These cartridges snap out, and these are not like the other cartridges where you have to have that little key thing on there to make it read. These just snap in and out, and you can just take it. As you can see, I have the yellow line pull. I just pulled out the yellow ink out of here, and I'll show y'all. Just give me a second. Let me get some gloves on. Put on some gloves. I'm trying to do this holding it so I can I'm holding it so I can make sure I get detail in here, but I might have to put it on the phone stand. So hold on one second. I'm gonna prop it in the stand so people can see, and it's gonna be a little wobbly here. And I look a hot mess today, so I really don't want to be in frame. So I'm definitely making sure that I try to see. Ooh, that didn't go too well, did it? Okay, I'm gonna get something to hold that up. I did not have this set up, and I did not think about this before I set this up. Hold 1 second, I will answer all questions as best I can. I just gotta get this thing set up so I can, so it won't fall. There we go. Okay. So, move my chair. Okay. Now, get this thing adjusted. So yes, if this is, yeah, more than regular, yeah, it does, and it messes up the head. So with me having some problems with the yellow ink, because in the beginning, this printer was inside of my workshop, which was, where my workspace was outside of my home. And I had an air conditioner in there, but it was so freaking hot that it was just too hot for me to go out there. And so I didn't go out there as much, or it was too cold. I didn't go out there as much, and therefore it got messed up. So what I had been doing like running in deep maintenance cleans, the ones that you run, you can't do anything for 12 hours and type deal. Well, that's what I had been doing. Well, y'all, I should have saved the tape, but if you go back and look through my videos, you'll see where I caught myself washing out instead of letting it dry in the sun. I threw that sucker in the dryer, and yo, it was not even happening. So I did order one from Amazon. It came today. I put it in there. I got ready to work with it, and then all of a sudden, it said something about a reset code. So I don't know what the reset code is. So I'm calling Epson, talking to them. They're saying I can't get it because my warranty is out, and that if I use any other ink than Epson, even though I lied, I still couldn't get it done because of warranty. So I said I got on Amazon. I found me a wide format, and I'm not sure if I want to turn the wide format into DTF or if I want to go to sublimation. I have other ideas for DTF going on. I'm thinking about getting me one of those big DTF ones. Anyway, that's strictly for that. Or it has already been converted to that, and just use that for sublimation because I'm trying to make this thing a little larger than what it is. So anyway, anywho, I have been trying to get the ink out of here. So this is how I've been doing the ink. And I think I just about pulled out everything. I just want to check them. I've unhooked them. I took the black, and this is even if you mess up and you put the regular ink in here, you can always do this to clean out your ink. And then, but I would also suggest getting some like flushing cleaner and do a flush on here and put the paper down so it could soak it out when it was printing, and print all of it onto this paper and on the track right here instead of having to go into a waste tank. I just did it too much and I just filled it up. So I just take a needle that came with some ink that I purchased, stick it inside, and then I just pull. And I don't know if you can hear this, but I had and also pop open the thing so the air and the ink can come through. I've already got all the ink out of it, I think. Yeah, I think I have. I've removed pretty much all the ink, and I've gone back and also checking the chamber some more with the lines I'm pulling from the back of here. That's what I was doing earlier when I decided to go live. I don't know if I can get in there. Let's see. I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to try to get so I can show you. Hold on, I'm trying to get it so I can show you. So right, you see that? Where I had already pulled the yellow out. I've been taking a needle and sticking it in that little hole and also pulling any extras in the tank. My yellow had also stopped working and was acting funny, so I was having to fill up the actual cartridge every so often when my yellow would run low. I couldn't really tell until it started printing funny or I wouldn't get any yellow print. So, you know. Oh, girl. Oh, how do I do this? You know what? I don't know. Oh, let me see who I watched. Hold on, let's see if I can pull it up. Let's see. Let's go back. See, I've been watching on my TV, so I'm on my computer. So let's go back to the last video, and I'll show y'all who I watched. What's my last video? Okay, this is the last video I watched right here. And
about how to
this
remove
guy
ink from an Eco Tank printer. Today we're going to be sampling a 2720. What we first do is we open up the front panel, and up the top left hand and right hand corner you will see two small Phillips screws. I've already taken them out, but further in the video I'll show you in depth where they are. From here we want to open up the cover and grab ourselves a pen and actually place it inside the holes on the metal carriager.
So I watched that video for a little bit and was able to get what I needed so that I could get in here and do it myself. That link, that guy on there, and that's what I watched. They were really helpful in getting the situation. But like I said, I have been pulling ink out of the back of the tanks to make sure I got it all out. I've been working on the yellow, but I think I've got all the yellow out because, like I say, this other information ink come from True. It's True Colors. I love this ink, and I wasn't trying to waste none of it. So I've gotten a good bit of the black out, so I'm going to try to get the rest of the black out, make sure I got it all out. So can you see? Let's see. Let me zoom in. Can I zoom in? There we go. I'm just disconnecting it from the back where there's a little tube that's over a little spout, and I just disconnect it. And there it is. And this is my black. I can check the tube, make sure there's nothing in here. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. That's it right there. And now try to go straight into that hole. You go straight down, and there it is. Let's see.
Sure. It's 100,000. I am not a fool. No, it's more like 175. $175,000.
So yeah, I'm pulling the rest of the ink out of the back and make sure I got all of it.
So, are you going to help me or not? I'm going to start building the case, and we'll be in touch, Mr. Lukowski.
Like I say, this ink, you know, sublimation ink ain't cheap, and if you get good sublimation ink, you don't want to be wasting it. So I just stick it in the back of there, and I poured it all out. Now that's how I did that. Now to get it out of the cartridges itself. So this is what I did to get out the cartridges itself. They, like I say, they just snap right out. They're not the kind that's chipped or anything, so they just snap right out. So
No, it's more like 175.
there's ink in here. You see
$175,000.
ink in there. So this is what I did. I just took the syringe part. Be careful because it will leak out of here if you tilt it. I take the needle off. And this little right here area, this little area right here is the plunger area. Let me see if I can. It's the plunger area. And then it fits right, disperses the ink. So I just put it right in there. And see if I can say be careful because it will spit. And I just tilted it and drew out the rest of the ink.
Just embarrassed to get found out such a public way. At some point in time, you gotta take personal responsibility. I have to say this is unexpected. No, it's just money after all. And now
So I just stick it in the bottom.
I got a story to tell.
And just move it around and get the ink. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it in frame. Yeah, so that's how I did that. Hold on. Yeah.
I love harassing women in the workplace.
There. Hey, how you doing? How you doing today? I messed up one of my printers for my little small thing I got going on, so I decided to rectify it and got me another one, but I had to clean this one out. And I'm just doing it on live. After the fact that I have already done half of it, I thought, well, shoot, I can go on and make a quick little video or something and show what I do for mine. And just pushes right back in there. And I did it for each one. Like I said, I am going to probably do a flush and flush this out.
Are you ready for this?
Because it's still a good printer. It's just that whoever gets this one, if somebody wants it, they would just have to buy the pad and go through doing it. It'd be good for somebody who's starting out. And then, like I said, there's a website when you put in there a reset code. You go to the website and it will you pay $8.99 for a reset code that lasts for a little bit of time. And I mean, it's totally up to them if they would like to do that. I just decided that I didn't want to go through all that because I didn't want a short-term reset code situation. It's good for somebody who's starting out and just don't want to get into big stuff.
Well, yes, the witness is prepared to give a statement after Mr. Blonsky gives his.
Are we really entertaining the idea of releasing someone who's been documented escaping from prison?
Now, hold on. Mr. Blonsky, do you feel you have been rehabilitated?
Let's start by saying that I feel great remorse, great shame to those that I've harmed. So to answer your question, yes, I feel I have been rehabilitated. I've spent every day of my incarceration focused.
I got a little bit ink out of there. Just left out there.
Have changed.
Put it back into its proper spots.
Cosmically, interdimensional,
etc. What Mr. Blonsky is trying to say is that the man you see before you is not the same Emil.
I'm going to replace it back in here.
All he wants now is to be a contributing member of society.
If released, would you have a place to live? Yeah. You can rely on that.
Mr. Blonsky does own a
Put the
plan
two
on which
together.
he plans to work and reside.
There we go.
He's going into farming. No, actually, he plans to open a meditation retreat.
And then I'm going to unhook the red in the back. Or the magenta.
Mr. Blonsky intend to fund this endeavor?
Unhook it. There we go.
Mr. Blonsky
Now, I had thought how hard it's going to be to get those things back down in there. But
pen pals, all of whom have pledged to financially support him.
Excuse me, if I could clarify?
No.
Blair, Ruth, Marta,
okay,
Sheila,
that's a line.
Yvonne,
Wasn't much in there that was
my
gone.
soulmate.
I'm going to stick it in the back, the little hole. Like I said, it's in the back.
They are my better eights. Love you.
I don't
There
think
we go.
need to get into that any further. Any other questions?
and see if I can draw the rest of this out.
He's helped countless prisoners on our leave.
He leads
Try to
daily
this out.
guided meditation and yoga for the prisoners.
He saved me from a bad marriage.
That's a color.
Ooh, I almost put in the wrong color. That would not have been good.
Instead of toilet
I'm working on red.
prisoners make toilet kombucha.
It had just a little bit in there, not a whole lot. Try one more time to make sure. Like I said, once you get good ink, you don't want to be wasting it.
Because there's still the matter of Mr. Blonsky's escape.
We're extenuating circumstances that the witness
Okay.
will explain.
All right, next one is blue. Let's see, where's the blue syringe?
Finally!
Okay.
Long here today because he is the man
Where's the blue
responsible for
syringe?
Emil Blonsky leaving prison. And I do think you will see this whole thing in a
Black.
totally different light after hearing from
Everyone
him.
else got theirs stuck with blue.
Have you ever heard?
Where did the blue syringe?
I'd like to move for dismissal of all charges against my client. Runa is the daughter of an elfin diplomat on Asgard and now in New Asgard. As such, she has diplomatic
She
immunity.
may have diplomatic immunity in Asgard, but we are not in.
I don't know what I did with the little syringe, I guess. Well, since I'm taking it out, I guess it don't matter.
A place. It is a people. Therefore,
Thor's inspirational speeches are not admissible in court.
Your Honor, this case is very cut and dry. My client was defrauded of $175,000 by a scam artist. He deserves compensation for the financial and emotional trauma that he suffered.
my client and Mr. Bukowski were in a consensual relationship and engaged
I don't
in
think there's anything
roleplay.
in here, so I don't think I'm
No
mixing too much of
rational adult
anything.
would believe my
with this.
client's texts were from the real Megan Thee Stallion. Mr. Bukowski knew he was dating Miss Runa and went along with it until it no longer suited him.
There we
This
go.
was a relationship gone bad, not a scam.
Mr. Bukowski was blinded by love.
He absolutely believed that
I'm
he
gonna
was
go rinse
dating
this
the
out.
real Megan Thee Stallion.
So,
I find it hard to believe that Mr.
I'm gonna go rinse
Bukowski
this
could be
out.
fooled so easily. And the onus is on you to prove that, Mr. Pugliese. That being said, I'll allow this to go to trial. So, Ms. Rona, your motion to dismiss is denied.
Press that. When this is over, I'm canceling my Hollywood pickup subscription. It's clearly my vetting process.
In light of some new information I've just received, I'm changing my ruling.
Oh, come on, Runa. It's getting a little broad.
Impersonating a judge is illegal. Get down from there.
okay, so I'm back. Sorry it took so long. So yeah, I just decided to go ahead and rinse it out. Go ahead and stick it in the back in the blue.
I ought to have been silent at Canotage. Just truly lovely this time of year. It was quite
Till you see them little holes, it's something serious.
sentence and would pay his debt to society.
And there was a little blue in there.
So, you see, Emil Blonsky was forced out of his cell against his will. And even when offered instant freedom, he chose to return to his cell. These are not the actions of a criminal, but of a reformed man who truly wants to do the right thing.
That may be true of Emil Blonsky, but when Blonsky uncontrollably becomes abomination, isn't he a raging monster out for blood?
Yep, so that's it.
Excuse me? If I could just put your minds at ease.
So let me go ahead and do this one right here. Let's double check this.
No. What? Emil.
No, well, there's none in there. I mean, it nothing for me to really try to get out. Yep, so that was done. So that's it. That's how I did it. Now I just put my ink back up, clean out my syringes for when the new one arrives, and get on here and do my setup. That's it. That'll be around somewhere around the 14th. So by then I have plenty of time to think about whether I'm going to turn this into DTF or if I'm going to turn it into sublimation. I'm going to research DTF with that brand of printer just a little bit more. See what people say about it. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna place it on Facebook once I completely flush it. I'm gonna flush it, and then I'm gonna also, you know, do right by them and let them know the situation with the pad. It can be replaced if they want to go ahead and do it. And I'm gonna put it on there for about $40, $50, something like that, just so somebody can get it and get it out the way. And then, you know, someone who actually wants to do it will get it and know what to do with it.
Becoming a rampaging abomination.
That's my plan.
He deserves a future as a free man and a productive citizen.
Yeah, find my blue syringe.
Ms. Walker.
So that's it for
We
today.
will adjourn for today and consider
Thanks for
all
watching.
facts. We will reconvene once the
Bye, y'all.
decision has been reached. And please, let's get this man some clothes.